Okay, I want to begin with these karmic accounts. As we move through life, if you get engaged in a dispute, you can have good karmic accounts, but the bad ones are the ones to watch. I'll talk about bad karmic accounts first. If you engage in a dispute with somebody, you don't get on with somebody, somebody does something to you, you have a grudge, then if you persist with that and you don't resolve it, you don't let it go, you never forgive and never forget, then that will continue through to another life, and you will meet that person in a future life, and you will probably have them back for what they did to you in the first life. And then possibly they will then have you back in a future life for what you did to them. Now, this is great fun, but the problem with this is that while you're locked into this, the spiritual development of both of you is on hold. It's going nowhere. You're locked into this karmic account, this bad karmic account. And the answer is to let it go. This is easier said than done. Because I've had a problem letting things go, moving on. I've had a problem with that myself. But most religions say, let it go.
Is there not a right and a wrong? Because there's two people, and presumably this argument, one person is in the wrong.
Well, one person does something to somebody, the person holds a grudge, has them back in a future life. Okay, yes, there has to be an original initiator.
Now, what I'm saying is, there has to be a right and a wrong.
Not necessarily. I would say that there has to be an original initiator, but that is karmic. Sort of somebody zonks you one on the jaw outside the pub at closing time for no reason, apparently. That this often happens. So I don't drink
What
anymore.
he's saying is that it doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You
It's
just
the
have to bring it
response.
to
It's
an
really
end.
the response that something happens, and it could actually be karmic, and they're fulfilling your karmic requirement in that life. You're presenting you with that challenge.
What if it's a little bit more than a grudge? Like if say someone puts you in hospital, you know, it's a bit more than.
It's very difficult.
You forgive them.
Yeah.
And that releases you from your karmic side of it.
I do agree. It is very
It's
difficult.
not easy. No one says it's easy.
No, I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
seeing-
No,
Robin,
if they kill somebody you love,
Yeah.
you forgive them. And honestly, truly, from your heart forgive them, which takes quite a bit of...
Yeah, because what could happen is when you die, you know, you do say that you have your whole year life flashing back in front
That's
of
right.
you. So if you haven't forgiven them in a lifetime, when you die, that particular state would come up.
You've
It
taken
carries on.
the baggage with you.
Yeah.
You don't. You see, the problem is you don't come into a new incarnation completely clear. You do bring some baggage from previous lives, and grudges against other individual spiritual entities, because you call it individual spiritual entities because you're not the same person in the next life, and that's part of the baggage, and it's part of the challenge that you will face in that life, and possibly. And forgiveness is one of the hardest things to do, and it forms one of the challenges that you face in each life that you live. Because when you come in, you're going to have certain things that you're going to have to deal with, based on the karma accumulated in past lives, and that's one of the things to deal with. So it's not easy. I mean, my family, all insurance, my dad